Welcome to another episode of the Ohio High School Film Room presented by Prep Hoops Ohio. I'm your host, Michael Roth, and for this episode, I have Trey Killens of Mason High School from Cincinnati. Trey, thanks for joining me in the film room.
Yeah, no problem.
So, Trey, during your junior season, you only averaged zero point 0.3 points a game, and now during your senior year, you're averaging 22.8 points per game. You're leading the GMC in scoring. Just how that's one of the most incredible single season jumps that I've seen in the state this year. Just how were you able to do that?
I just started working more. Got an opportunity this year and just took advantage of it.
Yeah, I have been absolutely amazed with some of the stats that you've been putting up after really, like you said, not getting that chance last year. And you've been making the most of it, shooting 47% from the field, 34% from three, 73% from the free throw line. It's been fun to watch you from afar this season, and I'm excited to break down the film with you.
Yeah.
Trey, you are very quick with the ball in your hands. Fast break opportunities are something that you seem to thrive off of. Just what are some keys for you playing in transition and playing faster than your defenders are?
Like transition, that's like the best part of my game, I feel like, because I'm quick and I can just I'm like better in open floor, get where I got to go finish.
And not only are you just getting back baskets early in the offense, you're also getting baskets at the end of the quarter. This bucket against Lakota East, your team was down maybe 4 or 5 points in the fourth quarter. Just what was going through your head here, because you needed a quick bucket and you get straight to the basket. Don't let anybody stop you and get the layup.
Yeah, I think someone was shooting a free throw, so I was thinking if he missed it, I'm going to go score it. So that's what I just got it real quick and just went and scored.
Yeah, and then we see this again against Lakota West, and the first half, you get all the way to the paint in a very short amount of time. Floater got the nice touch. Just another example of you scoring when you have limited time to create a bucket. So that's something that I was really impressed with. Trey, on this play here, it really struck me just how much gravity you have in transition. Your teammate has the ball, and Kobe Peck, probably the best defender on Lakota East, doesn't even really guard the basketball, and he's so worried about you. How nice is that, knowing that you have a ton of defensive attention on you, and that makes your teammates' lives a lot easier, because if you weren't running to the side, Kobe would have picked up the ball, and it would have been a lot harder for your teammate to make that layup.
Yeah, I mean, they out. It's cool to know they think about me I'm good. So they gotta just try to stop me, but it's also good for my teammates because they get open shots out of it. And it just makes the game a little easier for them.
Trey, one of your best skills is just you get the basketball behind the 3-point line and you can get around your man just with your quickness. Sometimes it's with a crossover, but other times it's just with a simple jab and go. I like how aggressive you are going to the bucket, and you really get downhill really well with your dribble drive game. Just how important is that for your Mason offense, because you are really the guy who's relied on creating space and getting past defenders and creating for yourself.
Yeah, if I can get past the first guy, because someone's gonna come and help. So it gives me ability to pass to my open teammates or for them to knock down some shots and stuff like that.
Yeah, like your quickness really is special, because your league has a decent amount of athletes, and every time I watch you play, it seems like there's nobody who can really stay in front of you consistently and stop you from getting to the rim. And just in a league that's as competitive as the GMC, that's very impressive. Two plays that I really want to highlight. The first one against Lakota East, you hit a combo of dribble moves to get to the bucket and then have a tough finish. No real rim contest, but you do a nice job avoiding that. Just what was going through your head in that play, because you put a variety between the legs, crossover, hesitation move to finally beat the defender.
I think we were down by like, I forget how much we were down, but like we needed a bucket then. So I was like, I gotta go score. So I just tried to get open and then get to the basket.
And then the second play that I really liked was against Lakota West. You guys have an out of bounds play, and you're chilling at basically the Mason logo at half court, and then you see that there's just open space in the middle going right towards the basket, and you are just wide open and get that layup. I really liked how you saw the open space on the floor and ran right to it. Easy pass, easy layup for you. Was that just natural instincts breaking off from the designed out of
Yeah,
bounds play?
yeah, that's not a play for me. So like if I like see like it's not running right, I'll just go try to go back door and go get the ball.
I don't think you are allergic to finishing with your left hand, but just on these plays here, all of them, you're on the left side, use the right hand to go up, and all of them, it goes poorly. Just what do you see on these plays, especially just not using your left hand? Just why do you think that is?
Oh, I thought I was gonna be able to like finish it because they're all trying to come block my shot. So I was thinking like I'm gonna just go finish it quicker, like just going straight with my right, but it didn't work out like that. Probably should
Yeah,
have put it in my
yeah, with your quickness, you can get that scoop right-handed shot, but you just got to be a little bit more careful because sometimes when you
yeah.
have those bigger, more athletic rim protectors, they're going to get you when you use that right hand on the left side. So that was just a couple clips that I wanted to highlight here. You kind of already mentioned your self-creation game, but I'm just so impressed with your ability in isolation to just get past the defender, whether that's getting all the way to the bucket, shooting a floater, or taking a step back mid-range jumper. How often is your coach just like, all right, Trey, make a play for us, see what you can do?
Uh, we do that a lot in the quarters. He'll let me just go to work and like if we were like down in fourth quarter, we need something, like, just yeah, score.
What sort of confidence boost does that give a player like you, knowing that coach has full faith in we're going to give Trey the ball and we're either going to win with Trey making a good play or we're going to lose with Trey not getting it done? Just how much of a confidence boost does that give you, knowing that your coach is giving you the keys, telling you go win us this game?
It gives me a lot of confidence because like from last year I wasn't getting no time really. So like just to know that he trusts me now to go score for him, it gives me a lot of confidence.
What would you say is kind of your favorite isolation move? It can be like a certain hesitation dribble, get to your floater, step back mid range jumper. Just what
Mhm.
is your sort of bread and butter?
I like the step back, like because it's like it gives me a lot of space to shoot over him. So
We've talked about how much you like to attack the basket and how much success you have. There are times where you do over dribble. Just watching through these clips, how do you find a better balance of still using that aggressiveness to get to the basket, but also not having charges drawn on you, dribbling into two defenders, getting the ball stripped? Where do you try and find that balance?
uh, I'll just like sometimes, yeah, sometimes I do over dribble sometimes, but like I think I just need to like just like settle down a little bit. Don't get like too antsy to go do something, make a play. Just like kind of just play through, let the game come to me a little more at times.
Yeah, and it seemed like most of your success in transition, it's like you beating one defender, and a couple times when you were over dribbling, it was you trying to split the trap instead of just making the read to an open teammate. So maybe that's something to just be more consistent on when the double team comes. You don't have to be the guy who's always dribbling through the double team. You can make the simple read and then get the ball back later in the possession when there's not two guys on you. So that was just another note that I had. Seemed like most of the time that you lost the ball, it was the second defender coming in, not your primary assignment.
Yeah.
You take a pretty high volume of 3 pointers, already at over 100 3 point attempts this season. We see these clips here. Seems like you're a pretty inconsistent shooter. 34% is pretty solid, but if you go down game by game, you have in just your last 4 games, 5 for 8 from three, 5 for 9 from three, 1 for 7 from three, 0 for 4 from three. How do you just become more consistent to maybe be 3 for 8, 4 for 8, 2 for 6 instead of the very up and down swings that you seem to have shooting the three ball?
Uh, Sometimes like when I'm shooting, I just like become I'm like unbalanced at times, especially when I'm tired. So like I just gotta like focus more on the little things and just hopefully it'll start falling.
And I knew going into the film against Sycamore that you shot 5 for 6 on 3 pointers. How much does that open up the rest of your driving game? Because it seems like at the start of the year, maybe the first game I watched the film, teams were like giving you more space to shoot threes, kind of daring you to shoot. And then by the end, people were like, okay, he can burn us from the 3 point land. So we got to play tighter on him. Just how much does your 3 point shot help open up your driving game, which is really what you want to do?
Yeah, like because they'll come out and I think I can believe I can beat anyone in the league off the dribble. So like if they come out like a little too high, I'll just go past them, go score.
This is your first season really getting the keys to a varsity offense, and your team does miss a decent amount of shots when you do create assist opportunities. But so far this year, 1.6 assists per game, 2.2 turnovers per game. Just what steps do you need to take to get that assist number higher?
Uh, it, just like more of like letting it like because when I have turnovers, it's me like overthinking something. So like when I let the game come to me, that's when like I don't turn the ball over and like my teammates will score for me if I get them the ball. So like just being patient, kind of.
How much of a sort of creation role for others would you say you have within the offense? Because it seems like, yeah, you're tasked to score a lot, but you weren't really asked to create for others within the Mason offense. So just kind of maybe seeing you either expand that at the end of this year or playing in college. That would just be something that I would like to see because, like I said, the offense that you run doesn't really create high assist numbers. But as a point guard, I still would want my point guard to be averaging more than 1.6 assists per game, if that sort of makes sense to you.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Trey, defensively, we have a really wide assortment of clips here. We have isolation possessions that somebody gets around you. Then the second play we actually clipped was a really nice switch where you draw the offensive foul. And we also have a couple plays where you gamble to get the steal. You average 1.5 steals a game and make that happen. Just what are some things watching over those defensive clips? How do you kind of grade your defensive effort overall in that like minute of clips that you just watched?
Uh, I feel like I'm a pretty good on ball defender. But on our team we also have some pretty good defenders. So one of our players won Defensive Player of the Year last year for our league. So like I won't like guard the best player, but like I feel like I do a good job of who I guard at times.
And then a couple times you get steals, start fast break opportunities. How big do your eyes get when you just see like a play where you can potentially get a steal and then lead to an easy fast break opportunity? Because that's where it's you have the most success to score.
Yeah, I love getting steals like that. It's just the best part of when I play. It's easier to go score that way than having to go through defenses.
So Trey, you've got a couple more regular season games, and then the tournament's going to start for your senior season. Just do you have any things that you would like to accomplish before your senior season ends? Show to college coaches potentially looking to recruit you.
Just like start like getting my teammates open a little more, and I want to win every game from now on. So yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining me in the film room. Once again, this has been the Ohio High School Film Room presented by Prep Hoops Ohio.